What's up YouTube, my name is Amos Bro, and for this video we are going to be discussing Music 3's playlist because it goes through a good portion of CDs, believe it or not. All of which, or almost all of them, I have sitting right on my desk. First off, the game comes out January 28th, 2016. So we already know that, and we know this ahead of the Maji Love 5th stage for the group, for the saves. Well, what songs are going to be put on it? That's the question. Well, I'm going to tell you the songs and the categories they come from. They're going to take the B-sides of these singles, which is the Maji Love 2000 series, and they're going to put them in the game. Now, they did the same thing with Music 1, just FYI. Or excuse me, Music 2, FYI. They took the song for each character's 1000 series, and they put those in. Well, here, they're putting the B-sides for these in. So generally speaking, those will be the first songs you unlock, or the first songs you have to play in the game, probably, to unlock another set of songs which comes up later. But that's one of them. Another set of songs you will be dealing with are from All-Star After Secret. That was a game which came out on the PSP, believe it or not. Yeah. I should also tell you, this game is the first one that is going to be on the PlayStation Vita. All-Star After Secret was still coming out on the PSP. And they're going to be putting songs which come from the Idol CDs, technically for the Quartet Night, and the group CD. Okay? There are others, I'm sure, but I forgot them right offhand. They also are taking songs from what is called the Shining Theater Troupe, and they're going to be putting them in there also. This one is called Masquerade Mirage. Shining Theater, for those who don't know or aren't aware, I'm going to explain it to you real quick. They are a version of a drama CD, basically. You'll have the song for the group, for the troupe, whoever it is. It could be a duo, trio, whatever. And then, this is where it gets fun, you'll have a 20 to 30 minute segment where they're just talking something, or they're acting out a scene. In this case, this is Reiji Kotobuki, Ai Makai's, and Atsuki Shinomiya, and they're going to a masquerade ball. Which I'm curious to how the hell they got a mask on Natsuki and not have his alter ego show up and kill everybody. For those who don't know, and probably that's a good portion of people watching, Natsuki has an affliction. If he takes his glasses off, and a split personality called Satsuki shows up and wrecks shop on everybody. Yeah, and he's one of my favorite characters too, believe it or not. We are also going to be featuring songs from Maji Love Revolution. Now, there are 3 different songs that will be featured. So pay attention. You're going to have these are called cross units. What they did in the series, and yes, I know I keep saying what they did, but I have to do that to explain to people that aren't following the anime what they actually did. What they did is Stardust wanted to perform at the Superstar Sports Festival, or the Triple S. Well, to do that, they had to perform in a project called the Cross Unit Project. This is one of them, is called Original Resonance, and it features Ichino Takoya, who I've already shown you in one of the CDs, and Masato Hijirakawa, or Mamoru Mayano and Kenichi Suzumura. And they actually performed an ad live together, and it was funny as hell. Because in one of them, Takoya, who, if you want to know, is that guy, when I put it right side up, he played an alien in one, and in the other one, a very flamboyant and energetic celebrity type character. And it was funny as all hell. And Kenichi was kind of like the straight man for the comedy. But they're both pleasant dorks. That's the best part. Anyway, this was from episode 8. From episode 6, this is Kamis's idol song, which is called Saintly Territory, and it features the song Double Face. Now, why is it called Double Face? Well, how do I explain Kamis to you? He literally has 2 personalities, and the one you see depends on what he's doing. If he's out and about in the public eye, and he has to actually do a job, he has this very pleasant and pleasurable mystique character, and we'll call him the butler idol. But if he's around his regular co-workers, be it the Quartet Knight or Stardust or Haruka, he's a very stern person, referred to as the Count. But in Double Face, he does something that is pretty fucking hard to do. He actually goes in between both of them. Yeah. So literally, at one point in the song, he'll start maybe as the butler, and then switch over to the Count. And when he do the chorus, he somehow smashes them together. Tomoaki Maino, the seiyuu for this character, is a fucking god, and he should be protected at all costs. Now that I've rambled on about that, let's talk about this CD. This is one of the group CDs that are going to be used in the game. This, excuse me, is Quartet Knight, which will feature Evolution Eve and the Dice Are Cast. The Dice Are Cast, which was the open, by the way, to episode 1 of season 3. And it will also feature Thank You and Maji Love Revolutions, the ending song to the season from start. Thank You was not the ending song, believe it or not, although it very well could have been. And I love that song dearly. And I actually do have that coming. Also, there are 2 songs from the Shining All-Star 2 CD, which is coming out in the very near future. Matter of fact, in a couple weeks' time. And that one features the songs, not to forgive me for a second, that one features the songs Tengo no Medical Star and Starlight Memory. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe they're 2 separate CDs. So it's actually interesting too, because one is literally like the light, quote unquote, and the other one is the dark side, and it's almost like they're going against each other. I've heard both samples. They're actually really, 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 really good. So where's the issue? I know you may be wondering. Okay. How do I say that as nicely as possible without starting any shit? Which I know I'm going to do anyway. They are relying a lot on certain game songs which some people might not have heard because they may not have picked up those. Some people may literally only strictly be watching the anime. I can say, in the interest of full disclosure, I was one of those people. I was a person who strictly watched the anime for a good time. And then, when I started playing the music games, is when I started really getting interested in the other songs, which is why I'm picking up the Happy Love Song series. I'm picking up one of their CDs. I'm picking up one of the Audition CDs in the near future, and I'm still picking up. And I'm also picking. Oh, and I'm picking up the first Shining All Stars CD. I'm also getting the starter single, which came out, which is Maji Love Revolutions and Thank You. But my issue with the first and second games was this: to progress a character's story, or to progress the overall story in Music 2, you had to get 3 hearts to unlock a cutscene. Well, if you played on easy on Music 1, you unlocked 1, 4, 7. If you played Music 2, the songs you unlocked for easy were all over the place. Now, I kind of forgive Music 1 for what it did, because there was only 9 episodes. I still think it's weird that they do 1, 4, 7 instead of 1, 2, 3. You know, natural number progression. But I still forgave that because there's only 9 episodes for each character. Well, here we have a bigger problem. You had 72 episodes. You had 70 plus. It was 72 or 75. And the episodes went all over the place depending on the songs that you actually completed. And 3 heart. That's an issue. Because when you watch a program, you're not watching episode 1 and then episode 10, then episode 2. Well, unless you're watching Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, where the episodes were not chronologically done. They were actually all over the goddamn place. The point being, however, that it made things very frustrating, especially when they had shuffle unit songs and they had the 2 of the main songs from the series, Mirai Chizu and Maji Love 1000 in Music 1, and Maji Love 2000 and Dreamer Symphony in Music 2. Well, when you complete those songs and the shuffle units, and also the Shining All-Star songs, you may have unlocked the costumes, but as far as story progression, you didn't unlock anything. And I think they should have said this. Or they would have hated me, because this is what I would have done. I would have literally sat down and said to them, okay, show me your set list. They would have showed it to me and I would have said this. Okay, what is the story to the game, and do all the songs unlock a part of the story in the game? If they showed me the list but they told me that certain songs didn't, I would tell them, take those songs out, or find a way to make sure that they unlock a piece of the story. because otherwise they're useless. Okay, yes, it's nice if you're going to unlock a costume, but in reality, and I know, trust me, I know this game's geared towards girls and they enjoy dressing up the characters in different costumes and hairstyles. But say you're a person, even if you're a girl, say you don't want to worry about that and you just want to focus on the story. Wouldn't you rather have the songs, all the songs in the game, mean something to the story of the game, mean something to the plot? You probably would. And you would probably appreciate it if all the episodes went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as opposed to 1, 4, 7, although I forgive that one. I forgive this less. 10, 27, 74, 5, 25, 1. You get what I'm saying? And my worry is going to be, because remember, this is their first game on the Vita. The backlash may be so huge. Like, I'm going to try and look past it when I review it. But I'm afraid there might be people that the backlash is so big that they get turned off from watching the show. Or they just may get turned off from the franchise altogether and not care. Which would suck horribly because, as I don't think I have to tell you, a lot of my good friends are from this particular group that we've got. And how do I also explain this real quick? If there are people that their sole thing is they just want to watch the show and they want to be able to play their favorite songs and try to match the beats in the game, omitting these songs when you can actually get the CDs, by the way, from either it's a mass-produced CD or maybe an limited edition, but you can still get it, and you want to be able to play that song in the game, that's a big boo-boo. You should, to me, in Music 3, they should have at least, the very least, put Poison Kiss in there. Because I bet you anything, anybody that became a fan of Quartet Night like myself became a fan off of that one song, and they said, I want to be able to play that song in a game. I want to be able to play it in either, once they found out about the music series, I want to be able to play it in either Music 2 or Music 3, and now they're not going to get to. Now people will make the argument also, well, you're not getting, what's that song? Golden Star, or you're not getting Heaven's Gate, or you're not getting Shining Star Xmas. Yeah, that's a bummer too. Why don't you get Shining Star Xmas? It's weird because they seem hung up on the idea, and yes, they are the main characters, that Starish is the group that everybody just likes universally. When you might have people that are legitimately in the camp of this group likes Starish, this group likes Quartet Night, and because now they're going to be involved in the next season, there's a group that may like Heavens and want to hear Heaven's Gate played. That's my issue. And you can get the songs when they come out on the DVDs in the limited editions. So why not be able to play those songs in the game? Now, I know here's going to also be the argument. Well, you know, they do DLC now, so they could just make a DLC thing, right? Alright, they could. But let's ask this question. you do realize that's going to be in a Japanese PSN store, right? And not everybody can buy from the PSN store. Yeah, I know it's not hard to do, but not everybody can make a PSN or wants to make a PSN account. So if you do the DLC, you're already paying. By the way, I looked this up. You're already paying like $31 from CD Japan, and 40 some for the limited edition. Yeah, it's actually pretty cheap, believe it or not. So why not give everybody the songs that they want? You know? And it's not like, I don't know if people know this, but there's a holder that's in these things for, you know, another card, I believe. Or maybe not. You may have been able to fit something in there or somehow put another slot in for a second card. But they're not doing that. And that's kind of infuriating, especially, like I said, if you're a fan now of Quartet Night and you want to play their big song from Season 2 still. You know? But maybe if people bitch about it enough on Twitter, we'll get our song. But I doubt it. And it's a shame because I really would like to have it. But that's just me. Anywho, I will talk to you in the next video. And I hope you all have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.